What is up, my G babies? This is a serious, story time. It happened recently. I'm gonna be eating a little bit and like talking about what happened. And I'll also be, since I have pictures and stuff, I will be putting it on here so you guys will be able to see. But in the end, y'all see what happens. Well, let me start off. This was a car accident. So, me and my family were in a car accident. We all are okay. So, let's get into the video. So, what's this month? January. So, yeah. January, the beginning of January. It was like the first week of January. My husband and I decided to go on a little date to the gun range. And we brought the kids over to his mom's house. So we went to the gun range after bringing the kids over to my husband's mom's house. And it was like, the day was cool and stuff. And went to the gun range. Then after the gun range, got something to eat. Like, I was really hungry. So I need to eat. So we got Chipotle, went to my husband's sister's house, chilled there so he can mount the TV and stuff. So did that, was talking. We were about to go pick up the kids because it was getting later and later. My husband was like, yeah. Like his mom was like, what time y'all done? And so he didn't eat because he was mounting the TV, but his sister was telling him you should eat. And I was saying that too, like, we gonna need you to eat before you leave. Because at first I was like, oh, come on, because it is getting late. I was eating while he was mounting the TV. Me and his sister was eating. So we was chilling, eating. He was mounting the TV. But I was thinking, like, he didn't get to eat, so eat real quick and then we'll go get the kids. Even though it's usually I'm the person like, it's getting late, let's go. Let's go. But I was like, you do need to eat. So he ate. Then we left after that. We were talking a little bit. Left after that. Went to go to his mom's house to pick up the kids. And I decided, since I was feeling tired, and usually, like, if the kids are at my mom's, I'll grab the kids, bring them down. So I was telling my husband, you can go and get the kids and bring them down, because I do it when my kids are with my mom. So I was like, I'm gonna sit in the car because I'm feeling tired anyways. And so what's crazy that my husband was saying, after everything had happened, when he got out the car, he separated the keys. And usually, most of the time, he'll take out the keys. So when we come to our house, that's the only time that sometimes if I don't have my key to get back in the house, he'll just take the whole, like, car key attached with the house key. He'll take the whole thing in with him. And when there's other people, or when we go to other people's house, it's very rare that the keys will get separated. So it was crazy because he separated the car key from the other key, because he did have an extra key to get in his mom's house in case anything happened there. So he did have an extra key. So he separated the keys. And I was in the car, and then he was coming out with his mom. So I was thinking that both of them was coming to bring the kids in, because usually I would do that. And so he was bringing them, but I was on the phone with my mom. So I was talking, and so I saw, but he was trying to get my attention to help Callie, because Callie was doing a lot. And I didn't know that, though. I just thought Callie was just acting up. So I just was looking down. I was talking on the phone. And then he was already kind of up here because our daughter was acting up. So then he was telling me to get our daughter, and he was already frustrated. And so then I got irritated, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I got out the car. I got off the phone with my mom. I got off the phone with my mom. Why does that sound weird? I got off the phone and I grabbed Callie because she ended up falling in the snow, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And we're both just like up here like just irritated. So had the kids in the car, and usually some of y'all might not be religious or whatever, but I don't know why I grew up on usually everybody praying before they drive off and stuff. And I've been really getting closer with my, like, the religion I'm in because I am Christian. And so, I don't know why I never would pray before driving off. But anyways, it's crazy because he separated the keys. And then the next thing, we was irritated. And so we just drove off. And my head is down. I'm on my phone. Callie, the baby, fell asleep. Our daughter and our son was asleep. Or I think our daughter was up. She was up on the book, yeah. And so we're going down the street and we needed gas. So my husband was saying he's going to go get gas. And so we're both just quiet. He ends up turning up the music a little bit, and I was just on my phone like, ugh. He kept going down the street. It must have been like, up the street. We were going up the street from his mom's house to get gas from for the car. And so he's going up the street. There's lights and stuff, so we stop at the lights. Like, we're doing what we're supposed to do. And then there's a green light, so we keep going. So the first part my husband had seen, but I didn't really notice. Like, I knew there was kind of a car beside us, but I didn't really, like, it came together afterwards, like, oh, I did see that car. But I did end up seeing the last part, and my husband didn't really see the last part. And so he saw there was a car by us, so we was already doing good. Speed limit good. Like, we were going the speed limit and going, it's a green light. We're supposed to go through the green light, right? So we're going through the green light. The driver beside us was going the same way as us, but was about to take a left. So was in the turning lane. Then all of a sudden, so Cordova seen that part, like he was on the other side, and he was about to take a left. And so I end up lifting my head up and saw him like the car literally just coming at us. And it was so crazy because we were in a car accident before this too, but it's just crazy. Every time when we're in an accident or something, it's like I'm looking at my phone or something, and then I look up and like I just see what's coming at us. So this car is literally, this is us, and the car is like slow motion. Like, it was crazy. I know it happened so fast in reality, but like it was slow motion. It was so weird. I was like, I looked up and literally the car, it's like I couldn't even say nothing because it was actually happening so fast, but for me it happened so slow. So it was like I couldn't even say anything. I'm like, I couldn't even say, back up. So the car was just coming towards us, and I'm like, please don't let this car hit us. I know this car. Like, I either said it out loud or I said it in my head. But I know I was like, don't let this car hit us. This car better not hit us. So I ended up, I was quiet. I lifted my head up. The car's coming at us. Literally hits us. Hits the driver's side, the tire, and ends up pushing us. Like, we go across the street. Like, I don't know how many feet that was, but the car just kept going like just moving. And my husband had to stop it, and so he was trying to stop it. And the impact, like how that was, ended up pushing the car, like the other driver, it pushed him the other way. So like he was in the middle and then we were across the street. And so I'm like, once that happens, for a second I'm like, I know my car is not messed up. Like, this was a gift for me. I'm like, I know this car is not messed up. And my daughter is so loud. So I'm like, I know this car is not messed up. And then I was like, the kids, let me make sure the kids is good. Like, we both are like, the kids good. We get out. my husband already seeing the side, like what's, because he's on the side that got hit. So he's looking like, oh my gosh, like we're just literally trying to get gas and go home. We was tired. So I get out, I check on the kids and they're good. Callie was, or I keep using her name. It doesn't matter. But my daughter was confused because she didn't know what really happened. I don't know if she was reading her book or I don't know if she was reading her book or whatever, but she was confused. And I was looking back there, like, looking at her like, is she good? She don't know what happened? Okay. But she's good. And then I looked, because my son was on the side, the same side. So I was seeing if he was good. So he was good. He was just crying because I'm sure he felt all of that. And his car seat was like tipped over a little bit. But it wasn't like tipped over, but it was like moved a little bit because that side got hit. And so I will be inserting pictures so y'all can see now what the car was looking like. This car is done. But I was kind of thinking like, oh, it might be fine. But everybody else was like, it's most likely totaled. So I was like, oh, okay. But I was just still like, everything's gonna be okay because these items or materials are temporary. It's crazy. Like, we were just trying to go home and it's like, this just happened. We ended up finding out when we got the report back that he was distracted. Might have been like the phone and stuff, but he was distracted. What's funny though is that this guy, he was actually young. He's actually younger than us too. But this guy had a friend in the car who was our age, and this dude gonna leave him. How you leave your friend? How you leave your friend by himself? He's like, nah, I don't want to deal with this. He called him a Uber or Lyft or whatever and left. So this younger guy, he had just turned, I forgot how old, but it was just his birthday too, and he was probably feeling good like, ooh. But it was just crazy. It was just crazy. You know, now we are, I'll see when I end up having this video up, but we are looking at, we looked at some cars, did research and stuff. Like, you don't just get the first car you see and be like, oh yes, I'm getting this car. Like, you want different options. You want to look at the research, how many owners, and just all that stuff. So we've looked at or SUVs. We've been looking at SUVs. We're always gonna be Volkswagen gang, okay, over here. So it is a Volkswagen, but I'm just glad that we're all okay. Go ahead and like That Gets Me Seen More. It's free, so why wouldn't you click it? Like, anybody I support, I will click, I will share, I will like, I will comment, all of that stuff. So if y'all really support me, y'all will do that. But I love y'all. Bye. Go ahead and like That Gets Me Seen More. It's free, so why wouldn't you click it? Like, anybody I support, I will click, I will share, I will like, I will comment, all of that stuff. So if y'all really support me, y'all will do that. But I love y'all. Bye.